Alright guys, before I get started with this video, I need your opinion on something. My sister is in ninth grade, she's a freshman in high school, and she just got her very first boyfriend. Now her boyfriend is a senior, he's a lot older than her. Now I told my sister that, listen, you shouldn't be dating, I really don't even want her dating anyone, but I said, listen, you shouldn't be dating someone who's that much older than you. And I told my friend about this, and he said, you know what, Bucky? As long as the guy is nice to her, then age shouldn't really be an issue. So I know that I'm biased because, it is my sister. I don't even want her dating anyone at all, ever. But, give me your opinion and tell me, am I right? And is this guy just too much older than her, especially for her first boyfriend? And she really shouldn't be dating him? Or is my friend right and I'm just the idiot and being stupid because she's my sister? So with that being said, now that I got that off my freaking chest, let's go ahead and start styling, what were we working on? Oh yeah, CSS. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I want to style the images in the footer. Now by default, some browsers and also whenever you take an image and turn it into a link, Internet Explorer is a pain in the butt with this, but it puts a border around the image. So I want to just go ahead and take all the images in the footer, if I can get my freaking cursor in the right place, and set the border equal to none. And if we didn't have this, then there would be a border around these images, and of course that would look kind of stupid. And we're actually going to be putting a border around other images that are in the drop-up menus, but we'll do that later on. We want to control that. We don't want to let the browser control that. Now after this, what we need to do is we need to work on the unordered list within the list elements. Now I want to go ahead and explain something. Whenever you guys think of an unordered list, you probably think of something like this, or at least I do. Pretty much a list of data like you would have in Microsoft Word or, any general web development. But you can actually take your list items and they don't have to be vertical like this or like this. You can actually take those list items and stack them horizontally. So believe it or not, this toolbar or this footer is an unordered list. It's just horizontal. Now this account button, this profile, this 2-column program button, all of these buttons are list items. So isn't that, this obviously is a lot cooler way that we can tweak an unordered list, kind of, hack the functionality of HTML, rather than making this boring, one, then the next line, put another thing, anyways. Oh, excuse me, got whooping cough from whooping all day. Alright, so with that being said, what are we saying in this attribute? Well, first of all, we're working in the footer. Now I already told you guys that each of these buttons, account, profile, 2-column, programs, is a list item. Now within those buttons, we are styling the unordered list. Now, believe it or not, this is actually not an unordered list right here, but this is. Now I say this isn't, I actually could have made it, but it's easier if we develop it another way. Now this right here, calculator, group chat, image editor, all of these items are part of an unordered list. So that's what I'm styling, basically my programs right here. Now later on, this is a really cool feature I want to talk to you guys about. You see that we have 4 buttons, right? Well, actually 5. We have the home button, account, profile, 2 columns, and programs button. My website is actually developed where whenever you click like calculator, it opens it up in a new tab or a new button. So then you can close it and open it back up, and your footer is dynamic just like a Windows, operating system, or just like your computer. Pretty freaking sweet. But for now, let's just go ahead and style all the elements in this programs by doing this. So the first thing I want to do is set list style equal to none. Because by default, as you know, unordered lists have a bullet point, and if there was a bullet point or anything, any symbol before these, it will look pretty freaking dumb. The next thing I want to do is, just so it looks a little better, put padding equal to 0 pixels, and if I put that any bigger, then the text would be way too far apart from the border. And if you guys are saying, okay, if padding's at 0 pixels right now, how come this text isn't butted up against the border. Well, whenever we make this entire drop-up menu, we're going to give it a default padding, so we have more control that way. But for right now, it's just easier if we set this to 0 pixels and also a margin bottom to 12 pixels. So there you go. And again, what this is styling right here is basically your programs menu. In this menu, people love this whenever I teach them how to make this little footer. You're going to have this a lot whenever you implement it in your website, so just remember that for now. Alright, so in the next tutorial, I actually want to go over a very important concept. It's clear and it's going to take me a couple minutes to explain. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to answer my question about my sister. I want to know if I'm just being a complete idiot, or, maybe my friend is right, maybe I have a valid point. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.